Hello and welcome to Coastal Crafts. So I've got a haul for you today because I've been to a Papercraft show today, so one near where I live, and picked up a few bits and pieces because obviously I love paper crafting, and also bumped into somebody that I knew there as well. So one of the first things that I picked up were these Hero Arts ink dye inks, and they normally come in a pack, but obviously the person selling it decided to separate them out and was selling them for $1.99 each, which was sort of a cheaper way for me to have a go at it because I could pick out some of the colours that I hadn't really got. I haven't got any Hero Arts ones, but I've got my favourite things. I've got Memento and I've got Lawn Fawn, so I'd wanted to try out Hero Arts, so this was a good opportunity for me to do it. So I picked up the soft cantaloupe, I assume that's how you say it. They are dye inks. The soft lilac, noisy out there today, and the caramel. I definitely needed a brown one. So that's that one. So I had a quick play with them. I think the first stamp there wasn't probably not a fantastic stamp, but that's a soft cantaloupe, I suppose you say it, and so is that one. So really nice kind of peachy orange colour, so I'm happy with that colour. There's that caramel, is it? Yeah, caramel brown, so that's nice light brown. And the soft lilac, well, basically it's just soft lilac, isn't it? So they look nice now. They look nice now that I've left them for a little bit. Probably better since I left them for a little bit. Yeah, so I need to try them out on more stamps to see what I think of them. I only picked them up a couple of hours ago. So yeah, and that's me sort of mixing the two colours. That's why it looks like that. So yeah, happy to give those a go. So for only $1.99 each, it's not the end of the world to buy those. Not that I need anything at all, craft-wise. And you notice that you might have noticed on there that I'd blobbed that glossy accent type stuff, and that's because I was trying out a new fine tip bottle. So I've already got one of these full of my Yoo-Hoo glue, the multi-purpose, use it for everything glue, sticks it all. So I thought I'd get another one. They were £1.50 each, and put some of my glossy stuff, clear gloss, in there, and I was giving it a go to see if it works. And yeah, I do prefer it in this bottle actually. Very cute, very cute. I don't know if a glue bottle can be cute, but I like the fine point, so I like that. So obviously I don't really need anything crafty wise, as I said, so I went to the sale items, and they had this old My Favourite Things set, and you can see how old it is. It's even yellowing, and the old kind of packaging as well. So but it's a Pure Innocence one. I've already got one Pure Innocence set, and I thought how cute it is, and it was reduced to £2.50, which isn't very much at all, so I picked it up, and I've not done anything with it other than just stamp it out. But how cute. She's having a cup of tea. I'm probably going to paper piece her dress and the tablecloth and just have a bit of fun with that one for £2.50 in the sale. I thought, you know, nice photopolymer stamp by My Favourite Things. Why not? So that was cute. I can say cute for that one. That justifies that. Another thing I got in the sale was this big background stamp. So these were originally going at £10.99 from the store, but they've reduced them down to £5. I don't really own that many background, or I definitely don't use background stamps really, but I saw this one on Coastal Crafts. I love anything. I live by the sea. I love anything coastal. So when I saw that one with shells and starfish, love it, I thought I'm going to get that one for £5. Give it a go, cover a card, and it's, you know, it's red rubber, so it's I think it should hopefully stamp well. Problem is it doesn't fit into my stamping Hampton Art stamp tool, so I can't get sort of a second stamp on it. So I tried it first in this Lawn Fawn blue ink. So you see what I mean? I can't go back and get any bits that I haven't stamped correctly without it being able to go in the stamping tool, but then it sort of gives it a vintagey look, not stamping completely. That's in my kind of ombre ink that I owned, and way up it looks better. So it's pretty. I do really like it, even though I can't get a perfect stamp. Yeah, it's going to be nice for a background. So that was £5. And then this one wasn't in the sale, but I saw it and I thought, oh, I like that. And it's something I possibly wouldn't have got in the past, but now I've got so many craft things that I don't really need more stamps. I can purchase other unnecessary items like a stencil of some birch trees, which they call it a mask. I call it a stencil, by Creative Expressions. That was £3.50. Reasonably good quality, and I just quickly tested it with my Distress Oxide inks. I kind of smudged it a bit there, but that's the Distress Oxide Iced Spruce colour. Really like that, because I can imagine having like little deer and things like that for Christmas. And obviously you could do the background in a different colour and then go over it in that. So I kind of prefer that to a stamp of birch trees, and I prefer that probably to a die as well. Just personal preference. So those are most of the kind of sort of stampy, inky type items. I also decided to have a go. I've looked at these quite a few times whenever I go to this craft fair, but today they were selling them off a little bit cheaper, so I thought I would treat myself to some of these. I don't know what you call it really, but they're in chipboard kits, so it's to make up this little box. Call it an ATC box. So it is, I guess, that kind of size. Don't know what kind of, like my hand sort of size. So it doesn't come with the clips or the bits on top or the paper to cover it. It's just the chipboard pieces to make it. But I thought if I did that nicely, it would make a nice present for somebody. And as I was saying to someone else, if I don't do it nicely, it will just be for me. So that was £3.20, which the effort of cutting chipboard, first of all buying chipboard, then cutting it, is not bad for £3.20 really, if it works out. And to make it up, the lady there recommends this tape, which seems to be a bit like masking tape. So it's £5.50, so quite a bit for the tape. I'm going to get it out and show you what the tape. You can tell it's quite sticky. So it's this kind of, yeah, sort of like masking, not like ridiculously sticky, but matte and easy to, I suppose, paint over and glue over. And for making all the joins, probably don't particularly need that tape, but that was what she'd used to make all her samples. And I thought, you know what, as you get a big roll that will last for ages, why not get it? And of course with this, I was thinking that once I've made the box, if I like it, I can first of all trace around these bits and use that to make my own kit. So I don't need to necessarily buy a kit every time. It's got the tape. So I could do that. And I also picked up another kit. So this one's just for an A6 notebook cover kit. It was only £1. All you really get is the, just scroll that slightly, the two rectangles, the front and the back of these, and the spine, and the little holes are where you would sew your papers in. I have done make a take of one of these before, so I actually kind of remember how to do it. And to go with those, seeing where I put them, I decided to get, well, for the box one, for £2, there were 4 of these legs, and I just really love that leg. I love the sort of vintagey look of it. So obviously there'll be 4 legs at the bottom of the box, the cuboid box, and that just makes it look a bit more expensive, doesn't it? They were £2, and I just really like them. Completely unnecessary, of course, but they're just nice. And then I also got, for 75p, they had these little mini hinges, and you can get hinges all over the place, I'm sure, in lots of hardware stores, but just the fact that they were there and I knew that they would be the right size. Not sure if I'm going to use it on that box. I've got the tape, but just got other kind of crafty ideas I could use little hinges for. And for 75p, just sort of chuck it in there. So yeah, that's quite exciting to have a go at that one. And after I went to the craft fair, I went along to Trago Mills, which, unless you live in the south of England, you won't know what that is, but it happened to be near where the craft show was. It's kind of a bargain sort of shop, where we always used to say when I was a child, where stuff has fallen off the back of a lorry and they put it in there, but just basically cheap stuff. And they got lots of craft stuff, so I picked up some of these magnets for 89p, so with the idea that I'd do a magnetic closure. Need to get them out and have a look and see if that will actually work. It's the magnetic closure for that box. So you can see I'm going all out on that box. It's going to be amazing, hopefully. But they're only 89p and I can use magnetic closures on other things. I also picked up some more of the clear gloss that I mentioned earlier to put into that. So I've already taken it out, put it into, not that one, put it into the other one, the other fine nib one. Because at Traeger Mills, I think it's only about £1.60 or £1.70 or something like that, this Anita's clear gloss, and I love this stuff, and that is a bargain price to make anything that you've got glossy, and I just love making everything glossy. Here's an example, a little donut, lawn fawn donut. You can see how it is glossy. I love it. And the last thing I picked up, well, other than a few bits for school, were some hanging decorations that you cover. These are only 25p each, and when I did that tape the other day, I said, oh, I could turn that into a candy cane. And so when I saw a candy cane for 25p, I was like, well, I'm going to have to buy it now and try it out. Not that that's really a Christmas colour, but who knows, might give that a go. And then whilst I was there, I got a stocking. I've just got this idea of decorating it, glitter, a bit of fluff, and it actually looking really cute. Whether or not it will look good once it's done is another matter. But yeah, that sort of shabby chic style that I see people doing. Wow, that person's driving very fast. That sort of shabby chic style that I see people doing on the internet. So 25p, it's only 50p, which is not much. So I got those too. So that's all my haul, all dumped down here for you to see. But yeah, I love going to crafty shows. They're just so much fun. And the people who are driving past the house shouldn't be driving at that speed. So that's why it's so noisy. Must go and speak to them. Right, see you again soon. Bye.